Okay, cool. They can hear us.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, we got it. What's up?
I just finished homework.
Homework for what?
I'm finishing my second degree.
Oh,
I have 2
really?
weeks left, so I had to do a forecasting revenue case analysis. So
Okay.
about 14 hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What you got going on in the background? I'm like seeing all these figures and I'm intrigued.
Those are all wrestling figures on that wall.
Oh, sweet.
It started as a joke and now it's kind of taken over. I went to my dad's house when I was like 22 years old
Mhm.
and like found a box set of all my wrestling figures from when I was a little kid,
Aw,
80s and 90s. So I put them up on a shelf in a room.
that's so
And then a
cool.
friend had some wrestlers that his dad gave him when he was little, but he never opened them because he wasn't into wrestling.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Here, take these and put them next to yours, hang them." So I hung them on the wall in the packages, and then friends just started buying me wrestlers when they came across them. And then my mom started buying me some wrestlers for Christmas, and next thing I know, I got
Aw.
a full wall of them.
That's so cool though. It kind of well, it seems bigger than mine, but I used to collect them too, and then I gave them to my brother, and then Lord knows what happened to them after that. But
Altogether, between the ones I had when I was a kid and now, I probably got about 400 wrestlers.
oh my god.
Yeah.
So the question is, do you have mine?
Never have seen one. Not
See?
once in a store.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I've only found 5 female wrestlers in the stores.
Oh really?
Like 5 or 6. Yeah, I've got one of Paige and then one that Paige sent me.
Mhm.
I've got an Alexa Bliss and an Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax pack, the Bella
Mhm.
Twins, and a Becky Lynch, and those are the only ones I've ever seen in a store.
Really? Huh. I don't think I haven't seen mine in a wait, they
And I
said they
got an
could
Ultra
barely hear
Bliss
you.
Elizabeth from the 90s.
See, that's cool. That's cool. Hang on, they said they can't really hear you too well, so I wonder if I put the volume up a little bit. Okay, what the fuck? Why can't I do that?
And then I've got a bunch of Kiss stuff and a bunch of nerdy stuff.
See, that's always a fun thing though. Nerdy stuff is my favorite.
I've got a collection of pop vinyls too.
Those are cool. I love those. I whether it's like Disney ones or just whatever, really. I get all kinds of different ones.
I have a bunch of Marvel comic ones.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We have like a shit ton of between my collection and Tommy's collection. It's like we need a whole display case for it because it's just
Yeah.
there's way too
I'm
much.
getting ready to move in like a year. I'm getting ready to buy a bigger house,
Hmm.
and I'm hoping to have one that has 2 living rooms and just turn it into one living room just full of collectibles.
But
Because
that's the way to do it.
I'm gonna get glass cases just to put everything in, so I don't have to dust anymore. Because that's the worst
Yeah.
thing about having all these things
Yeah.
is trying to keep the dust off of them.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
So,
I've been through that. Wait, sound on and off.
and it's fun to collect all this stuff, but after a while, you start running out of places to put it all.
Yeah, I get that.
Plus, I have another office that's just full of guitars too, so I need a place to just put everything all in one thing. So.
Do you hang on, let me see if this makes or worse. I want to make sure they hear you too. That noise is like I can't hear it. On and off. I told you. Oh my god. Better, I think. Okay. That's a good sign, I think. I don't know. I'm really new at this. I'm trying so hard to like figure all this techie stuff out, and it's like ridiculous.
It's not bad. After you do it the first time, you'll be fine with it. It's just getting into it that first time.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like we want to do because like we have two separate rooms right now of like my collectible stuff and his. His has like a bunch of Transformer stuff, like just crazy shit.
I wish I had all my Transformers that I used to have.
Yeah.
For some reason, the only toys that survived all the moves and everything and kept getting put away in storage were the wrestlers.
Yeah.
I used to have probably like 40 Transformers and a bunch of G.I. Joes and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
Which would all be worth a fortune now if I had them.
Yep, that's what I said about my Pokemon cards. So yeah. But I'm like,
My girlfriend keeps looking at the wrestlers on my wall and all the music memorabilia I have because I've just amassed a ton of autographed like music memorabilia from concerts and stuff.
yeah.
She's like, if you got all this stuff up, you could send our future kids to college. Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like some of that stuff, it depends on like if you're ready to part with it or not. Because there's some things that I'm like, nah, you know what, I really want to. But then others, I'm like, I absolutely can't.
Yeah. It's probably one of those things. Probably just when I die, someone get it, and I'm like on it or whatever you want. It was like I was looking at like just stupid wrestling figures on eBay that I had just to see what they're worth, and like some of them that aren't even that old are going for like $200-$300 a piece now.
Yeah,
just because they go through the collection so fast and stop making them that.
Yeah, it's insane.
Crazy.
Like there was one that I went to this toy store. It's called Acme, something here in Florida, and it had literally everything that I could want. Like even a Furby. Like I was able to get a Furby. I haven't had those since the 90s.
There's a store like that in San Antonio.
Oh, really?
It's like they sell comic books in half the store, and then half the store is just like random collectible toys.
Yeah. See, that's cool.
And they had like Furbies and like Tickle Me Elbows. And,
oh my god!
Like every toy that you think of that like people went nuts to try to get one Christmas,
right,
is in that store now.
Right, because you just don't think about it, especially when you're like trying to purge yourself of whatever. You're like, oh, I'm never gonna fucking use this again, and then you just throw it away, and next thing you know,
you throw some shit away just because you don't want to move it.
Then there's that.
And like I was military for 12 years, so I moved a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no telling how much shit I've thrown away just because I'm like, I don't want to pack this in a box and have to unpack it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And I think when it comes to like saving things, like I wish I would have saved a lot more. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like we had a fire in my house when I lived in Queens, and I lost a lot of stuff, but I was able to save some things. And Funny enough, I look into my little, however old I was, I want to say maybe 12 or something. I look into that brain and I was like, wow, let's see, what was important to me back then? Well, I still have my Hardy Boys shirt, my Lita shirt, my Hardy's foam finger. Yeah, it was like stuff like that I was like, no, I have to save this. And it's funny to me. And I'm like, wow. And I still have that shit, like even now.
There's two things from my childhood that somehow got saved through my whole childhood. Mm-hmm. Whether I left it behind and my parents saved it or I ended up getting it from my parents, is I have every baseball, basketball, and football card I've ever collected as a child.
Oh, that's so nice.
Still in the boxes, organized how I left them at like 12 years old. I have every wrestler.
That's so cool.
That I ever.
That's so cool.
I'm just like, I looked through like basketball cards the other day. I have 9 Kobe Bryant rookie cards.
Oh, shit.
It's like,
yeah.
I was looking through football cards one day. I had like 6 Brett Favre rookie cards, and I was like, I didn't even remember like caring about him back then because he was so new when I was actually collecting. I was like, okay.
Right. And now it's like everything is completely changed. It's like you never think about it, and then, kind of blows up a little bit.
It's funny is like I remember like my uncle's telling me, yeah, I wish I would have saved like the baseball cards from when I was little because now like these Mickey Mantle cards that I had when I was little that we just like destroyed are worth thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking back at my cards and I'm like, wow, these are 30 years old now.
That's insane. That is insane. But in the best of ways, though.
40, I'll be 40 next month, so I was collecting those 10 years ago. I mean, like some of the oldest cards I have are from when I was like 5, so these cards are like almost 35 years old. I'm like, wow, where'd the time go?
That's the other thing. I'm like, oh god, like I don't know. I have a fucking Tamagotchi, and I'm like,
I remember those.
Yeah, and I was like, weird how
How long did you keep it alive? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, honestly. Like, as a kid, I didn't really care. I was just kind of like, oh, whatever. And then I found it, and I was like, I wonder if this still works. And it did. I have no idea how or why, but yeah. I don't know where it is now.
When it
but
came out, if someone lasted a week on one, we were impressed.
Right.
Because those things were so hard to keep alive.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? Like 2 or 3 days, and you're like, no, I'm done with this.
Well, yeah. And then I when I put it back to like start having it around the house recently, like my cats would be like pawing at it, and then I'd hear it like go off because it like shit or something or it's hungry or whatever the fuck, and I'm like, "Ugh, this is why I hated this thing. This is exactly why I hated this thing because it just wouldn't shut up." So
But
it's
when
like
you were 8 years old, probably when it came out,
something
you had
like
to have
that.
one.
Yep, everybody had it, so you had to have it. Yeah.
Mhm. Like, see, like I'm a little bit older, so I remember stupid stuff like that is like starting to come back now, like slap bracelets and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's funny to like see some of this stuff starting to be sold again. I'm just like, really?
Mm-hmm.
With
Oh
all
yeah.
the technology and everything in the world, this is what's coming back.
Well, that or like fucking like the styles and shit too. Like the
Oh, yeah.
fashion and all that stuff is like very 90s
As
now.
long as we never go back to tight rolling jeans, I'll be okay.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Because there's some pictures of me in tight roll jeans that I'd like to burn. I can't believe I did that. It was sixth
Yeah.
grade, so I mean, give me some
Yeah.
leniency here, but still, yeah, it's.
Exactly. But even so, like I wore like bandanas and hoops and shit like when I was younger, and now I'm like, oh god, why is this picture even here? That's just awful, awful. Hey, Mark, man. Sorry.
That was the thing in the mid '90s.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and now it's like, oh god, some of these pictures I'm just like, hide them forever.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, I don't need to be caught out in public looking like that ever again.
But your collection in the background definitely does look cool though.
Yeah, half of it's wrestling, and then that half's all Kiss stuff.
That's cool. Do you have like a favorite artist as far as that goes?
What's that?
Do you have a favorite art, like concert or something that you went to, or is Kiss kind of like your top?
Kiss is probably the most entertaining concert I've ever been to.
Mm-hmm.
Not best musically, because I will never say they're the best musicians out there, but
Sure.
they're the most entertaining concert I think I've ever been to. I've been to probably 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I go to a lot of concerts. Like, I grew up with a dad in a rock band, so
Oh, cool.
I was to a concert at like 5 years old.
Right. That's
So,
awesome.
like, I've got pictures of me and like White Zombie's drummer over there.
Yeah,
You know, just like I've always been around the stuff. Like,
that's really cool.
I think of recent concerts I went to, the best one I went to probably in the last 10 years besides the Kiss concert is last summer for my birthday. I went and saw Breaking Benjamin when they went back out on tour with Five Finger Death Punch.
Okay.
And it was a big deal for me because I always wanted to see Breaking Benjamin when I was in high school when they were originally out. And then I never got to it, and then they just stopped performing for a long time. So
Right.
I got to catch that show, and they put on a really good show, which
That's
was
awesome.
surprising since they hadn't done it in so many years. So
Yeah, I've always wanted to see Korn. Always wanted to see
I
Korn.
saw Korn at Mayhem in Camden, New Jersey.
Oh, really?
10 years ago, yeah, they opened for Rob Zombie.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
So yeah,
That's cool.
I've seen so many concerts. I used like right now. That's the weird thing about right now is like there's no concerts, and
Mm-hmm.
usually during the summer I catch at least 3 or 4 concerts.
Right.
Plus, I live right outside Austin, so every year I go to ACL.
Okay.
which
Okay,
is
so you're in
like a
Texas.
real
Gotcha.
music concert. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like not having any concerts this year is kind of
Yeah. I haven't really been to many concerts, to be honest with you. Like I went to like a bunch of like little radio show ones when I was younger, and then I did this movie named Army of the Damned, and Sully Erna from Godsmack was the lead guy in there,
Yeah.
and he had said, because he had done like some music for WWE and stuff like that, but he's like, oh yeah, have you ever seen like us live? And I was like, no, I don't really know like too much, honestly. Like I know like a couple of your songs, and he got like super pissed, and he's like, no, you're right, you got to come to one of these shows. And then it was really impressive to see like him and Shannon, like the drummer, just go back and forth like on their drum solo and throw the sticks back and forth. That was really entertaining. I was like,
I've
okay,
seen them live a couple of times actually.
yeah, they're pretty awesome. So I was like, okay. And then like I saw Volbeat and Five Finger Death Punch, and I don't really remember too much, but I do remember that specifically because I was like, I don't want to say guilted into it, but I was like, yeah, I should probably check it out.
Five Finger Death Punch is like a weirdly entertaining show of how it goes because he's so wild and like maniac type performer.
Yeah.
But then he'll stop in the middle of the set and be like, hey, give me all your kids on stage.
Yeah.
They don't get hurt, and then you see this like soft, like giving all the little kids all jewelry and shirts and stuff, and then he goes into some death rage stuff.
Right, and then I think he brought out like all the veterans and stuff on stage too.
Yeah, see, I met him because a friend of mine was modeling and met the band when she was in Vegas modeling.
Okay.
So I was talking to her one day, and she's like, "What are you doing this weekend?" I was like, "I'm gonna go watch Five Finger Death Punch," and this was when I lived up on the East Coast. And she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna give him a call, and just go to the will call, and they'll get you to some backstage stuff." So
oh, cool.
I actually got to meet him the first time I went out just because of her. She just called him up and said, "Hey, my buddy's active duty military. He's coming to your show. Why don't you guys meet him?" And they're like, "Okay, cool, bring him back."
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that. It's always nice to have like that kind of experience too, I feel.
Yeah. It's amazing how many of those people are just really chill and down.
Yeah. And just really, like, everyone's connected in some weird way.
Well, I got to meet a lot of them when I was living in Europe, because in European countries, a lot of big bands will do, like, these small exclusive club shows.
Yeah.
Just to try stuff out that's, like, 200 people.
Right.
And when you're in a foreign country and these American bands come through and they spot an American, they gravitate to you.
Right,
They're
right.
like, "You're American, what are you doing over here?" "I'm stationed over here." "Okay, come talk to us because we're tired of trying to figure out everything in Southern language."
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, no, like, especially, like, Alistair being from Amsterdam, I mean, he's so involved in the music scene that it's... I let's just say I thought I knew. When I saw, like, Five Finger Death Punch, I was like, okay, yeah, this is really hard. But then the stuff that he's introduced me to, I was like, whoa, okay. That's like a whole...
those Amsterdam club shows of some of, like, the more regional metal bands.
Right.
And, yeah, it's
crazy.
It takes the hardness of metal to a whole different level.
Certainly does. I was like, whoa, okay, this is freaking wild. Like, even something like cool like Behemoth, you know? Like, when I first started, like, listening to that, I was like, wow, okay, I can fuck with this. Like, I like that, yeah. And then, oh my god, there was one... I think he's walking inside now, so I can ask him what it was. Oh god, what's it called? Babe,
yeah.
What's the band that you introduced me to that, like, you kind of like the for your entrance, remember?
Watane.
Watane, that was it. Watane. So.
Speaking of entrances, can you mute it for a second?
We're on a Zoom call right now.
Oh.
Yes, but come say hi. This is our top gifter of subs.
Hello.
What's up, my man? You good?
Good.
Digging the tattoos, buddy.
Yeah, I'm covered. I'm one big tattoo now.
There you go. That's how you do it.
We're talking music.
Oh.
Are you saying that when he goes to the Amsterdam? What did you say? The Amsterdam like shows?
I used to go to I was stationed in Germany, so we'd like take like 4 or 5 days of leave and go to Amsterdam and just go check things out and go to some of they'd have those the club concerts that were like only 200 people allowed.
Paradiso, Melkweg.
Yeah.
There you go. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just came up with a bunch of ideas, but I can't discuss that right here because it's a public platform. Whenever you're done.
Yes, for sure. I'm excited to hear that too. Yeah.
Yeah, Europe's a whole different world, and like, especially Europeans, the harder the metal is, the more they love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like again, when I met him, I was like, holy shit.
At a certain point, I'm just like, okay, this is just getting too screamy and loud for me.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, it depends. Like, I feel like some artists I feel can have like a variety. Like if it's like all their shit is one way, then like, okay, cool, that's your thing. But then sometimes I find like they'll do maybe a softer song, or maybe it's a little bit of a, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, that's different. It's
some singers are really good at kind of going back and forth in it. Like one of the bands I really like listening to is In This Moment.
Okay.
And
I don't think I heard of In This Moment. Have you?
And the chick singer had like this really cool, chill voice, right? Mm-hmm. But then she can just scream with like the best of them.
Really?
And it's like cool to hear the voice go back and forth.
Right.
Like if she was just screaming, I'd be like, it's kind of cool because it's a chick doing it. And
right.
It doesn't really sound like a chick doing it. Mm-hmm. But the fact that she can sing like a normal tone voice and then go straight into it and go straight out of it, it's like really impressive. I'm like, I don't
For
know how
sure.
you always do that.
Well, I thought like when I listened to Flyleaf for the first time, I was like, oh wow, that's pretty out there. But then she had a beautiful voice at the same time, and then so agreeing with you 100% there. I've seen like some women being able to hang like that.
When you talk to the lead singer of Flyleaf, because they came over to Afghanistan when I was there and did a concert.
Okay.
So we were sitting there talking to her. She has such a soft-spoken voice when she's just in conversation.
Really?
Like, what?
Huh.
What? How's this voice coming out of you up there? Because
Yeah.
she's just so soft-spoken. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's so nice though. I love that. And seeing people obviously like outside of their I guess like representation of what what they're doing, whether it's in music or wrestling or whatever. I always like seeing that part of people too.
Well, see, I got to see a lot of wrestlers when I was in the military too, because I was stationed out in Dover.
Okay.
And I did air transportation, so we were the ones that were actually loading people on planes.
Oh.
So when they were taking the C5s, I was in there one day when I think Batista, the Big Show, JBL, a bunch of guys flew over.
Yeah.
And we came in one early morning and came and loaded them. And it's funny seeing all these guys out of character, just like, really.
Yeah.
Like JBL, plays the biggest jerk on TV. He's like, hey, if you see me somewhere, come remind me, I'll buy you a beer.
Yeah. He's super nice. Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, okay, cool.
But I think like that's the cool thing with, just seeing the contrast with people like Melina, for instance, right? Like I loved watching her but I knew her as Melina, like as the bitch on TV. And then when I met her in person, she's got this cute little baby voice and she's like, hi, I'm Melina. And like, I was like, what? Who is this person? Like, what? But she's like completely polar opposite of what she played on TV. So it was just an example of like, you can't really like just look at that.
It's like you streaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you streaming. Like you watching me stream just kind of ruined my whole wrestling experience to you because you have like this devious I can hate you thing on TV. But then you come on stream, you're all smiling, and I'm like, now I can't get that out of my head when I'm watching you be devious on Monday Night Raw. What the hell?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like I was an actress first, right, before everything, and it's just really taking a side of you and dialing it up, So that is a part of me, but that's the part of me that only comes out on Raw,
It's like Stephanie McMahon. She's easy to hate when you watch her on TV.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
She's like the nicest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no. It takes away from trying to hate you when I'm watching TV now. I can't separate it.
Well, then we'll take that as a challenge then. So then when we're actually doing it, make sure that you extra hate us.
Well, I mean, most of your stuff is like bashing Michael Cole, and he annoys me anyway, so that just kind of makes me like you a little bit more.
Well, it's usually, it depends. Like, if I'm on commentary, it's more Byron, but like...
Yeah, Byron's the one last night I saw.
Yeah.
Monday night.
Yeah. And then, who did I get at? I'm like, who did I get at this time? I think it was Big Show. Yeah, it was Big Show was the last one. So he called me Smurfette. So, naturally...
It was kind of funny, though.
Yeah, hilarious. But I know. That just came out. It wasn't even, he's very easy to like bounce off of and work with. He's really awesome.
He was a surprisingly nice guy. It's very intimidating to see in person, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he shook my hand and my hand disappeared.
Yeah.
I was like, there was none of my hands showing in this handshake.
Yeah.
I'm not a small guy. I'm 6'1", 240.
Yeah.
And he just made me look dwarf, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You really are this big. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. No, he is. And it's obviously like everybody's a lot bigger for me, but when the last time I saw him, he like had my hand like this, and it was really more like that. It's just, it was crazy, but yeah.
When people ask me, they're like, how big is his hand? I'm like, basically take 3 of my hands and put them together.
Yeah. Accurate. Very accurate.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But I actually have to hop on now with Paige. They're telling me that they're starting the game, but it was so great to Zoom call with you and to say thank you very much personally for everything and for the subs, and it's been super fun, and I hope that you stay on our stream and keep interacting because I love doing that with you guys.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get in against you guys on some Smash Brothers.
Well, that's what we're gonna play. Yeah. So if you are around, let's definitely do that because I told them that
I just finished this case study about 10 minutes ago, so I got to turn it in and then I'm done with this.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, then we will do that, and we will see you there then.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you so
No problem.
much.
No problem.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.